Heaven is a Happy Place presents.
The things of nature speak to man of his Creator's love. He has linked us to himself by unnumbered tokens in heaven and in earth. This world is not all sorrow and misery. God's love is written upon every opening bud, upon the petals of every flower, and upon every spire of grass. Though the curse of sin has caused the earth to bring forth thorns and thistles, there are flowers upon the thistles, and the thorns are hidden by roses. All things in nature testify to the tender, fatherly care of our God and to his desire to make his children happy. Job 12:7-8 says, "But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee." The animals themselves are to be our teachers. The ants teach lessons of patient industry, of persevering in surmounting obstacles, of providence for the future, and the birds are teachers of the sweet lessons of trust. Our Heavenly Father provides for them, but they must gather the food. They must build their nests and raise their young. Every moment they are exposed to enemies that seek to destroy them. Yet how cheerily they go about their work. How full of joy are their little songs. So today's teacher is Professor Penguin.
Although penguins cannot fly through the air, they do a great job flying through the water. Most penguins can swim at around 5 to 7 miles per hour. The gentle penguin is the fastest swimmer. It can swim up to 22 miles per hour. Penguins jump into the air while swimming, which is called porposing. This helps them swim better. Some scientists think penguins porpoise for fun, and God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly a moving creature that has life, and the fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." And God created the great whales and every living creature that moved, which the waters brought forth abundantly, and every winged fowl after his kind, and God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the water and in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Genesis 1:20-23. So penguins were made on the fifth day of creation. The smallest penguin, called the little penguin, can be 12 to 14 inches. The largest penguin alive today, the emperor penguin, is about 4 feet tall and can weigh as much as 100 pounds. The largest penguin ever found has been uncovered in Antarctica, and it's enormous, measuring a little more than 6.5 feet. This gigantic bird could have made most people look small. In the book Spiritual Gift, it says this:
"In the days of Noah, men, animals, and trees many times larger than now exist were buried and thus preserved as an evidence to later generations that the Antediluvian perished by a flood. God designed that the discovery of these things should establish faith in inspired history. But men, with their vain reasoning, fall into the same error as the people did before the flood. The things which God gave them as a benefit, they turn into a curse by making wrong use of them. There were a class of very large animals which perished at the flood. God knew that the strength of man would decrease, and that these mammoth animals could not be controlled by feeble man." Spiritual Gift, Book 4, page 121.
Let's take a closer look at the penguin's family. Male are called hawk, female are called hen, baby are called chick. Penguins live in colonies called rookeries. These rookeries can have thousands, even millions of birds. Penguins eat krill, squid, and fish. Penguins have a Preen Gland that produces waterproof oil. Penguins spread this across their feathers to keep warm and to help them swim better. Once a year, penguin loses all their feathers. This is molting. Most birds lose their feathers a little at a time. Seeing how penguins cannot swim without feathers, they prepare for the event by eating extra food. They spend 2 through 3 weeks without eating.
This reminds me of a verse, Psalms 91, verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be a shield and a buckler.
Emperor penguins do not build nests. Instead, their parents take turns holding the egg on their feet. They have skin called brood patches, which are flaps of feathers skin on the bottom of their belly. After the female lays the egg, they transfer the egg quickly to the male and she goes to get food. She could be gone for up to 2 months. During this time, emperor penguins males may lose almost half their body weight. During this time, to conserve heat, they often huddle together with their back to the wind. In Antarctic, temperatures can reach 90 degrees below zero. These colonies have thousands of members. So in the coldest times, with the harsh Antarctic, penguins gather into close circles. The little penguins stay in the middle, where it's warm. Adults are on the outside of the circle. They take turns being at the coldest outermost layer.
Galatians 6, verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
Penguins have a few predators. Leopard seals, killer whales, and in some places sharks and sea lions. Like the penguin, we have a predator also.
The devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter 5:8. The devil wants to hurt us and separate us from Christ.
Penguins know each other by the sound of their voices. When the chick comes from the egg, the parent talks to it. By this they learn each other's voice, and the parents go away and return. They can find each other by the sound of their voices. From this we can learn that by spending time with Jesus and His Word, we can learn His voice.
In Deuteronomy 30, verse 20, it says, that thou mayest love the Lord thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them.
Please like, share, and subscribe.